Yellowstone's child star looks totally different alongside A-lister in new thriller movie. Yellowstone's Finn Little is all grown up and has ditched the American accent for his latest role in The Surfer. Yellowstone enthusiasts are encouraged to watch a new thriller featuring one of the show's most notable rising stars. Finn Little, 18, is recognized for his role as young ranch hand Carter in the popular Western drama, where he shares screen time with Kelly Reilly, Cole Hauser, and Kevin Costner. Having appeared in 24 episodes to date, Carter gradually acquires the skills of the trade under the guidance of Reilly's formidable character Beth Dutton and her husband Rip Wheeler, played by Hauser, along with some crucial life lessons. Now in his late teens, the young actor has matured significantly for his latest role in The Surfer, alongside Nicolas Cage. Not only does he appear noticeably older than his early days on Yellowstone, but Little also uses his native Brisbane accent in the Australian-based film, which may surprise some fans. In the thriller directed by Lorcan Finnegan, Little plays the Kid, the son of Cage's unnamed late character who becomes terrorized by a group of local surfers. Despite admirably rising to the challenge of sharing the screen with the esteemed Hollywood star, he was actually unaware of the extent of Cage's fame. He was gloriously not aware of Nick Cage being a big actor, Finnegan revealed in an exclusive interview with Express Online. "We had a casting director from Australia, Jane Norris, and she suggested him. All the cast are Australian, apart from Nick. We had a lot of actors to get for the film, locally, and she was great at putting people forward. Finn auditioned, he did a self-tape, and then we did a Zoom. It's tricky because when you're trying to find someone who could possibly look like Nick's son, as well, and be Australian, we were still toying with the idea of whether he would have an Australian accent or an American accent. We decided to keep his Australian accent, but he does a good American accent, obviously." Reflecting on their initial conversation about Little's upcoming scenes with Cage, Finnegan confessed that the actor wasn't overly concerned about sharing screen time with Hollywood's elite. "I remember he arrived in Australia quite early, before Nick got there," he said. "We were walking along, down to the beach to show him the location. I asked him how he felt about making a movie with Nick Cage, and he was like, yeah, I've heard of him. Yeah, pretty cool. Just not fazed." Regarding his career outside of Yellowstone, Little currently has no confirmed projects. However, rumors are circulating that he could return to the popular Western franchise as Beth and Rip will be leading their own spin-off. Once known for his wide-eyed innocence and mop of golden curls on Paramount's hit series Yellowstone, young actor Brecken Merrill, who played Tate Dutton, is now turning heads for an entirely different reason: his transformation into a brooding, edgy teen in the new psychological thriller Cross Lines, where he stars opposite Oscar winner Natalie Portman. Gone are the dusty boots and ranch-side innocence. In Cross Lines, Merrill plays Alex Ryder, a sharp-witted but troubled 16-year-old who becomes entangled in a mind-bending game of cat and mouse after witnessing something he was never supposed to see. Natalie Portman stars as Dr. Lena Harrow, a high-profile neuroscientist whose past and present blur dangerously when Alex begins to piece together disturbing truths about a research facility with government ties. Fans of Yellowstone remember Tate Dutton as the heart of the Dutton family, a child often caught in the chaos of land disputes, power struggles, and the emotional wreckage left behind. Now, in Cross Lines, Merrill's portrayal of a darker, more complex teen has shocked viewers not just because of the intense subject matter, but because of how completely he's transformed. Wearing a black hoodie, a buzz cut with a jagged scar drawn across his temple, and a perpetual scowl, Merrill's character couldn't be further from his Yellowstone roots. Even his voice, once soft and childlike, has deepened into a gravelly cadence that carries the emotional weight of a character hardened by trauma. The first trailer for Crossed Lines dropped last week, and social media exploded with reactions. "Wait, that's Tate from Yellowstone." One fan commented on YouTube, "He looks like a completely different person, totally unrecognizable." Another wrote on X, formerly Twitter. Many fans shared side-by-side comparison photos of Merrill from his Yellowstone days next to his haunting image in the new film. And the transformation wasn't just physical. According to director Ava Thomason, Merrill went method for the role. He stayed in character for most of the shoot, she revealed in a behind-the-scenes interview. He journaled as Alex, avoided using his phone, and even asked the crew to call him by his character's name. He was deeply committed. Natalie was impressed. She said he reminded her of a young Joaquin Phoenix. The chemistry between Merrill and Portman is reportedly electric. In the film, their characters form an uneasy alliance. Alex, the reluctant whistleblower, and Lena, the scientist trying to protect her secrets. Their scenes together crackle with tension and layered emotion. At times they're adversaries, at others reluctant allies. One gripping moment in the film shows Alex confronting Lena in an abandoned train station, accusing her of manipulating reality itself. "You played God," he growls. "Now deal with the consequences." Critics who have seen early screenings are already buzzing about awards potential, not just for Portman, but for Merrill as well. "He's no longer just a child actor," wrote film critic Janessa Lloyd for Indie Screen. "He's a force. There's something raw and unpredictable about him in this film." If Crossed Lines is any indicator, Brecken Merrill is about to enter a bold new chapter in his career. In a recent interview with Variety, Merrill opened up about his dramatic shift from Western dramas to psychological thrillers. "I loved playing Tate, and Yellowstone will always be a part of me," he said. "But I wanted to stretch. I wanted to scare myself a little. Crossed Lines gave me that chance. It's not just a thriller. It's a story about trauma, isolation, and the lies we tell ourselves to feel safe." Merrill also revealed that working with Natalie Portman was surreal. "She's incredibly focused," he said. "I learned so much just watching her prepare. She'd walk on set and completely transform. It pushed me to up my game every single day." Filmed in the misty forests of Oregon and the shadowy urban backstreets of Seattle, Crossed Lines features a haunting visual palette. Thick, dimly lit corridors, reflections in cracked mirrors, and unsettling score sequences that echo long after the scene ends. The cinematography, spearheaded by Oscar-nominated T.P. Marco Alvarado, serves to heighten the claustrophobic paranoia of the story. What's even more impressive is how naturally Merrill fits into this mature cinematic world. There's a standout sequence in which Alex breaks into a private lab at night, heart-pounding, as flickering fluorescent lights cast ghost-like shadows on the wall. The scene is entirely silent, just Merrill's face, his breath, and the eerie hum of the building. It's gripping. It's chilling. And it's proof that the once sweet face of Yellowstone has grown into a dynamic and fearless actor. While some longtime Yellowstone fans might be shocked at the transformation, others are embracing it. "It's amazing to see him grow," one Reddit user wrote. "From riding horses with Case Dutton to holding his own with Natalie Portman in a sci-fi thriller. That's range." The film is already drawing attention from festivals, with buzz suggesting Crossed Lines will make its debut at the Toronto International Film Festival this fall. If all goes well, they could set the stage for a full award season campaign and position Brecken Merrill as one of Hollywood's most intriguing young talents. In the meantime, the actor seems to be taking the sudden attention in stride. When asked how he feels about being called unrecognizable, Merrill just laughed. That's kind of the point, isn't it? He said, "If I look the same in every role, I'm not doing my job right." With cross lines, Brecken Merrill has not only shed his Yellowstone image, he shattered it, proving that child stars don't just grow up. Sometimes they evolve into something completely new, completely unexpected, and absolutely unforgettable.